Is the third time now I'm doing a video on Fartcoin because, man, I love this coin, but my God, is it challenging to find bottoms. This chart has been constructed by me over a number of months, weeks, if you will. Originally, we kind of said, okay, maybe this is a deviation here. We broke back above, maybe we can target mid-range. That didn't play out. We broke back down, and then we said, okay, well, there's a possible fair value gap here. Maybe we can see some strength, but then we broke down below, and we couldn't manage to get back above. And then we said, well, okay, we've got some weekly support here. If we can close the weekly above this level, there might be some hope for some strength. And we did that after the nuke. We closed back above this weekly level here. But then the following week, we broke back down below. So now we're sitting between basically this kind of range that we had over here. We're in this same kind of pocket we were in back then. Now, if we kind of filter down to the daily and just kind of hone in on this pocket, we can see here that we had this kind of chop accumulation, and then we bounced, we broke out of this range, we retested this range, and then we ultimately went on to 1.6. So let's place the same level of importance on this range as we did back here, because we can clearly see this is where we had an accumulation below, and it respected this level over here. So let's take that same respect and bring it over to this side where we can operate in a similar nature over here. Now, obviously we had a really nice buyback from the nuke that we had, which took us above, but then we couldn't close the weekly outside of this range where we could here. So this kind of 4.2 level or 41 level, pardon me, that I mentioned in a previous video, I said we would hit. I was hoping we would kind of not wick below, but just kind of bounce and then come back up. Obviously, we wick below. So there are some serious dangers with this coin, as in we could get the bottom of this range, which is basically 210 mil, 0.21, or we're looking for a break back outside of this range. Now, I think personally, the next time we break back outside of this support level, or which is now resistance, it will be go time. So there's kind of two plays here. You can either start accumulating spot within this range, which I think is a very good strategy, one that you should be doing, in all honesty, because this is quite clearly an accumulation range. Pardon me, throat's all over the place. This is quite clearly shown to be an accumulation range. Now, leverage-wise, or any kind of riskier bets, oh my God, any kind of riskier bets, you either want to wait for 0.21 to come back up, or you want to wait for 0.42. Now, I know that's not what a lot of people want to hear, because you have to sit on your hands and it takes time. It could take days, it could take weeks, whatever. But the main thing with leverage trading is to protect capital, right? That's the whole purpose of it. It's not to make money. You got to protect your capital. The more you can protect your capital, the less you can lose. The better it is in situations when things are going risk on, and that's where you can make that money. So always play defensive with leverage, and that means either buying higher or waiting to buy lower. But the main thing is you absolutely have to let the price come to you with leverage trading. Spot trading, average in, absolutely good time to do so. Leverage trading, wait for price to come to your key levels and do not rush into this. So two levels I see here, 0.21. If we get that, that's a phenomenal entry. Otherwise, we're taking leverage positions above 0.41. Even more confidently so, a weekly close above 0.41. A daily close, also possible, but we see here it had no standpoint when we had the daily close above that. It's respecting the weekly close. So really safe, wait for the weekly close. A little bit riskier play if we wick up over there or get a daily close, or we entered down here at 0.21. Hope that helps everyone. Still love this coin, by the way. I do think eventually it goes on a mammoth run, so it's not coming off my watch list anytime soon. But god damn, it's tiring. This coin is tiring. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it.